fourth grade Cougars. We're here to talk about our next body system. Today, we're going to start talking about the skeletal system. And these are the things I would like you to do. I would like you on Brain Pop to watch the videos on the skeleton, on joints, and muscles. And then in ReadWorks, I want you to read How Our Bodies Work, that series, the one on the skeletal system and joints and muscles. And now we're going to start figuring out what is the skeletal system. All right, so boys and girls, I have my good friend Tony Boney here to help me learn a little bit more about the skeletal system. So the skeletal system has three main parts. It has your bones, and your bones are tough and rigid. They're very strong, right? Your bones. Then it also includes your cartilage. Your cartilage includes the stuff at the end of your nose, things in your ears that makes your ears flexible. So it's tough, not as hard and rigid as the bones, okay? And it's also the connective tissue that connects your bones together, right? Your bones just don't sit side by side and don't connect. There are ligaments, there's cartilage, there's all of this connective tissue that connects your bones together. And the third part are your joints. Now, your joints are really important because if you didn't have joints, you couldn't move. You'd just be still and stiff all the time. Your bones are really strong. They have to, in order for you to move, there has to be a point where those bones come together and allow movement. That's called a joint, okay? So these are the three main parts, and now there are four main functions of the skeletal system. Number one, it provides the structure for your body, right? It provides the strength, the support, and the shape for your body, okay? Like a worm doesn't have very much shape. It's very floppy because it doesn't have any structure, any bones. Even an insect has an exoskeleton, and that provides some structure for that organism. Your bones also protect your organs, right? So here's Tony Boney, and he has this rib cage, so do we, and this rib cage protects your heart and your lungs, and it helps protect a lot of your internal organs to make sure that they are not punctured, they're not injured in any way. So your bones provide a lot of protection as well. Also, leverage of movements. Your muscles are connected to your bones, and the fact that they're connected, they have something to lever so you can move more effectively and efficiently. And number four, your bones produce your blood. I know that sounds odd, but your bone marrow actually produces the red, the white, and the platelet cells that make up your blood. All right, Tony Boney, you're doing an awesome job. All right, let's learn some more about the skeleton. Okay, so we know that bones give us structure, bones protect our insides, bones make the blood that's in our circulatory system. But there's a mystery here. When you were born, you have 300 bones in your body. But as an adult, you have 206 bones. Where do they all go? Well, the interesting thing is that your head, your skull, that is actually 25 bones that fuse together by the time you're 25. You guys don't have a solid skull yet. Not until you're 25 will all those bones fuse together to make one solid skull. So babies have 25 bones just in their head that fuse together. And then other bones also fuse together as you grow up. So babies are born with 300 bones. Adults have 206. Good job, Tony. Okay, so I just want to show you how important joints are. In fact, joints, yeah, baby, we need to have joints or else we just can't move. So I've turned Tony Boney around, first of all, so you can see his backbone. His backbone is so many tiny little bones, and there's a joint in between every single one of those. This is called his vertebrate, okay? We are vertebrates. They're half of the animals in the world are vertebrates, half are invertebrates. Well, I'm just saying that that's how they're divided. So we are a vertebrate because we have a backbone. If we didn't have a backbone with lots of little bones, it would be terrible. We would have, like, our backbone would be a stick and we wouldn't be able to bend. But because our backbone is a series of small little pieces, here's a straw that I cut into pieces and I put a pipe cleaner, now we can bend, right? Just like Tony Boney, he can't bend very much because he's got a rod up here that keeps him from bending. But this vertebrate, this backbone with these little tiny bones, allow us to bend. And we have different kinds of joints. We have hinge joints, like a hinge, like a door, right? We have ball and socket joints, which allow us to do our shoulders like this, allow us to do the hula hoop, right? So we have different joints that allow us to do different things. So now, boys and girls, what I want you to do is in your body book, I want you to write about your skeleton. Tell me about how important it is. What are the main parts of the skeleton? What are the functions of the skeleton? Tony Boney. All right, Cougars. Next, we're gonna start doing an engineering project. Be back at you next week.